introduce ourselves, right? My name is Sulaiman. I'm from Politeknik State of Semarang, and my class is TK2C. My option number 9. So, and that's my friend.
And my name is Baskara. I'm from Politeknik State of Semarang. My class is TK2C. My absent number is 11.
Okay. Well, this time we will to presenting about HSDPA. Okay. Now, the last we will to present to HSDPA and me to explain about what is HSDPA, the history of HSDPA, the HSDPA technology, and HSDPA architecture.
And me, HSDPA features and advantage and disadvantage HSDPA.
Okay. After the presentation, we will to show the will to give you the opportunity to provide question, and you will to try your answer to your question, and we will to the last we will to conclusion for this presentation, right? Okay, let's begin. Okay, now I will to explain about what is HSDPA. HSDPA is the development of 3G technology mobile phone communication protocol in the high-speed packet access family, and the evolution of HSDPA standard. Also about a 3.5G, 3G plus or Turbo 3G, which allows network based on Universal Mobile Telecommunication System or UMTS to have a data transfer speed and higher capacity. And here the deployment of HSDPA support downlink speed of 1.8, 3.6, 7.2 and 14 megabits per second. And the main goal of HSDPA is to increase the maximum user throughput for HSDPA in the downlink data packet transmission and reduce the packet transmission delay. Okay, next. Now, what is the history of HSDPA? The most important generation as our following the first, the technology 2G 2.5G or GPRS, General Packet Radio Service. A 2G 2.5G technology that allows sending and receiving data faster than previous technology with GSM. And number 2 is technology 2.75G or H, enhanced data GSM environment. The present network architecture stands on H. It stands for enhanced data rate for global, or instead of global GSM evolution. This based on the GSM standard. It permits faster data rate, and so it intermediated step from GSM technology toward UMTS. And number 3 is technology 3G or UMTS. UMTS or Universal Mobile Telecommunication Service. This is the name given to dimension of performance is really new in mobile radio. UMTS is a third generation mobile radio or 3G for voice and data communication, and with packet and circuit switches, right? And then UMTS used to a separated frequency band, so it's free from the connection of GSM system. And the last is the technology 3.5G or HSDPA or high-speed downlink packet access. The once UMTS is implemented, it will pave the way for HSDPA to development. Yes, HSDPA provides a smooth evolutionary path for Universal Mobile Telecommunication System or UMTS for higher data rate and high capacity. In the same way as enhanced data rates for GSM evolution is not within the global system for GSM. And finally, WEM will extend to 3.75G or HSDPA or HS high-speed uplink packet access. And the for communication, now, so 3G and 3.5G, the technologies remain the most important. Okay, next. Now the next part I will explain about technology HSDPA. HSDPA is just a new channel that is owned by 3G and is necessary to increase the count on the HSDPA platform. It's a new transport layer channel. And the first is HSDPA or High Speed Downlink Shared Channel. This has been added to UMTS Release 5 and further specification. And HSDPA is a downlink transport channel direction. The HSDPA can be used to send data packet access of data by multiple users in a cell. It is implemented by introducing three new physical layers. The other layers. The one is HSC, the HSSCCH, I'm sorry, and then HSDPCCH, and the last HSPDSCH. Okay, the first HSSCCH or the high speed shared channel control. Oh, I'm sorry, the high speed shared channel control channel is used to carry control information necessary for HSDPA as the number of channelation code modulation scheme, the transport block size, and provide time for AU prior to receiving the HSDPA. And number 2 is HSDPCCH or the uplink high speed dedicated physical control channel, or the carries SDK or acknowledgement and NSDK negative acknowledgement information to notify to status of a received data packet and assurance CQI or channel quality indicator of the user. And this value is then used by the base station to calculate how much data to send to the user device on the next transmission. And the last is the high-speed physical downlink shared channel, or HSPDSCH. It's a channel mapped to above HSDPA transport channel that carries actual user data. Okay, and the next slide, I will explain about architecture of HSDPA. The general UMTS architecture is 3 components. Namely, the first is core network or CN. This is responsible for connecting with the outside network, provide function, such as switching and routing calls to voice communication, and service for packet with the data connection. This core network connect to RNC or radio network controller and that other RNCs. And number 2 is UTRAN or UMTS Terrestrial Radio Access Network. This is a part of a UMTS network that consists of one or more RNC and Node B. RNC is responsible for setting the UTRAN radio resource, and while Node B is a BTS or a BTS from a 3G network or base transceiver and the 4 GSM. And then all associated with radio control function within UTRAN, and UTRAN to connect it with an external cable network or other UTRAN via CN or core network. And then to Node B is not provide a physical channel between the UA and UTRAN. UA is the terminal of UMTS associated with the radio interface of UTRAN and user application. So, in the other words, the from Node B is a lowest entity of the UTRAN, is connected to the AU directly. From the picture, we can see that the RNC can set up multiple Node B, and conversely, Node B can be only be connected to one RNC. Right? Look at the picture. Okay, now the next I will to explain by Mr. Angga. Thank you.
This is Choiril, and now I will present about feature HSDPA. EMC, Adaptive Modulation Coding. EMC is a key technology in HSDPA. as a form of link adaptation in which feedback from the UA is used to determine the coding and modulation schemes to be used based on the CQI, channel quality indicator. The better the quality of the channel, the user can use the order of modulation and coding rate is higher. Conversely, if the channel condition is not good, then use the order of modulation and coding rate is lower. Modulation on HSDPA is done with the selection of adaptive modulation QPSK, but rather phase shift keying or 16 QAM, but rather amplitude modulation. User with good the channel condition can use 16 QAM modulation which will procedure higher throughput, while the user with poor channel condition will use QPSK modulation type. The use of 16 QAM for the region the node B or the EU with a better channel condition due because 16 QAM has a lower level of robustness to noise or interference. Selection of 16 QAM or QPSK modulation on the downlink direction will depend on its transmit CQI UA to not be via the uplink control channel HSDPA. Okay, next. CQI, channel quality indicator. CQI, quality of the radio channel experienced by user reported to not be in the form of CQI, channel quality indicator. CQI consists of modulation format to be used of the transport block size or TBS, which can be delivered in a TTI and the number of HSDPA codes that can be used in parallel. TTI is defined as the interval time of the transport block sensor. In other words, the duration of an HSDPA transport block is that delivered CQI and to not be can determine the transport format of the data to be transmitted to the EU based on CQI reports from the EU.